Hi everyone, welcome back to the English Globe podcast. I'm Adam.
And I'm Julia. Today, we have an exciting and informative episode for you. We're going to compare electric cars and fuel cars to help you decide which one might be better for you.
Yes, this is a hot topic as more people consider the environmental impact, cost, and convenience of their vehicles. We'll explore various aspects of both electric and fuel cars, share real-life examples, and discuss the future of transportation.
Absolutely, Adam. So, let's get started by understanding the basic differences between electric cars and fuel cars.
When we talk about electric cars, we mean vehicles that are powered by electric motors using energy stored in batteries. These cars need to be charged, usually through a home charger or a public charging station.
Fuel cars, on the other hand, are powered by internal combustion engines that run on gasoline or diesel. These cars need to be refueled at gas stations.
Each type has its own unique set of advantages and disadvantages, which we'll explore in the upcoming segments.
One of the biggest arguments in favor of electric cars is their lower environmental impact. Electric cars produce zero tailpipe emissions, which means they don't release pollutants that contribute to air pollution and global warming.
That's right. Fuel cars, especially those running on gasoline, emit carbon dioxide and other harmful gases. These emissions are a major contributor to climate change and poor air quality.
However, it's important to consider the full life cycle of the vehicle. Producing batteries for electric cars can be energy-intensive and may have environmental impacts. But overall, electric cars tend to have a smaller carbon footprint over their lifetime.
Let's talk about the cost of ownership. Julia, how do electric cars and fuel cars compare in terms of expenses?
Electric cars generally have higher upfront costs compared to fuel cars. However, they can be cheaper to operate in the long run due to lower fuel costs and maintenance expenses.
Fuel cars might be more affordable initially, but the ongoing costs of gasoline and regular maintenance, such as oil changes and engine repairs, can add up over time.
Additionally, many governments offer incentives and tax credits for purchasing electric vehicles, which can help offset the initial higher cost.
Maintenance and reliability are important factors to consider. Julia, how do these aspects differ between electric and fuel cars?
Electric cars generally require less maintenance because they have fewer moving parts. There's no need for oil changes, and brakes tend to last longer due to regenerative braking systems.
Fuel cars, with their complex engines and transmission systems, require more frequent servicing and part replacements, which can increase maintenance costs and downtime.
However, fuel cars have been around longer, and many people are more familiar with their maintenance needs. Some might find comfort in sticking with what they know.
Let's discuss the driving experience. Julia, how do electric cars and fuel cars differ on the road?
Electric cars offer a quiet and smooth ride because they don't have the vibrations and noise associated with internal combustion engines. They also deliver instant torque, which means they can accelerate quickly and smoothly.
Fuel cars, on the other hand, provide a more traditional driving experience with the sound and feel of the engine. Some drivers enjoy the connection to the vehicle that comes with manual transmissions and the roar of the engine.
It really comes down to personal preference. Some people might prefer the quiet efficiency of electric cars, while others might enjoy the visceral experience of driving a fuel car.
One concern for many people considering electric cars is range and refueling. Julia, how do electric and fuel cars compare in this regard?
Fuel cars have the advantage of long range and quick refueling. You can fill up a gas tank in a few minutes and drive for several hundred miles without worrying about finding a gas station.
Electric cars typically have a shorter range per charge, though this is improving with newer models. Charging can take anywhere from 30 minutes at a fast charging station to several hours at home.
For daily commuting and short trips, electric cars are often sufficient. But for long-distance travel, fuel cars currently offer more convenience.
Let's talk about infrastructure and availability. Julia, how does the availability of charging stations compare to gas stations?
Gas stations are widespread and easy to find, making fuel cars convenient for long trips and in rural areas. Charging stations are becoming more common, but they're still less prevalent than gas stations.
However, many people charge their electric cars at home, which can be very convenient. Public charging infrastructure is growing, especially in urban areas and along major highways.
The availability of electric cars is also increasing, with more models coming to market and greater support from governments and manufacturers.
Now, let's consider the economic impact. Julia, how do electric cars and fuel cars affect the economy?
The shift towards electric cars can have significant economic implications. It can reduce our dependence on oil and create jobs in new industries, such as battery manufacturing and renewable energy.
On the other hand, the traditional automotive industry and oil sectors employ millions of people worldwide. A rapid transition could disrupt these industries and lead to job losses in the short term.
It's a complex issue that requires careful management to balance the benefits of cleaner technology with the needs of the current workforce.
Government policies play a crucial role in the adoption of electric cars. Julia, what kinds of incentives are available for electric car buyers?
Many governments offer incentives like tax credits, rebates, and reduced registration fees to encourage the purchase of electric vehicles. Some also provide benefits like access to carpool lanes and free parking.
These incentives can make electric cars more affordable and appealing, helping to accelerate their adoption. However, policies can vary widely between regions, so it's important for buyers to check what's available in their area.
In contrast, fuel cars don't typically receive the same level of support, although some regions offer incentives for cleaner fuel options like diesel.
Let's discuss technological advancements. Julia, how are advancements in technology influencing the future of electric and fuel cars?
Electric cars are benefiting from rapid advancements in battery technology, which are increasing range and reducing charging times. Innovations in renewable energy sources are also making electric cars more sustainable.
Fuel cars are also evolving, with improvements in fuel efficiency and the development of cleaner combustion technologies. Hybrid vehicles, which combine electric and fuel power, offer a bridge between the two.
Autonomous driving technology is another area where both electric and fuel cars are advancing, potentially transforming the way we think about transportation.
Consumer preferences are shifting. Julia, what trends are we seeing in the automotive market?
There's a growing interest in sustainability and reducing carbon footprints, which is driving demand for electric cars. Consumers are also becoming more tech-savvy and interested in the latest innovations.
However, many people still prefer the familiarity and perceived reliability of fuel cars. Cost and convenience remain significant factors in their decision-making.
As electric cars become more affordable and infrastructure improves, we can expect consumer preferences to continue evolving in favor of electric vehicles.
Let's look ahead to the future of transportation. Julia, where do you see the industry heading?
The future likely holds a mix of electric, hybrid, and fuel vehicles. We can expect continued advancements in technology, infrastructure, and government policies to support cleaner transportation options.
Autonomous vehicles and shared mobility services could also play a significant role in reducing the number of cars on the road and making transportation more efficient.
It's an exciting time for the automotive industry, with many possibilities for innovation and positive change.
To give you a better understanding, let's look at some real-life examples and testimonials from electric and fuel car owners. Julia, do you have any stories to share?
Sure, Adam. My friend Sarah recently switched to an electric car and loves the quiet ride and lower fuel costs. She also appreciates the environmental benefits and the convenience of charging at home.
That's great to hear. On the other hand, my colleague Mark drives a fuel car and values the long range and quick refueling. He often travels for work and finds that a fuel car suits his needs better.
These examples show that both types of vehicles have their benefits, and the best choice depends on individual preferences and lifestyle.
For those considering a new car, let's share some tips. Julia, what should prospective buyers keep in mind?
First, consider your driving habits. If you have a long daily commute or frequently take road trips, a fuel car might be more convenient. For shorter commutes and city driving, an electric car could be a great choice.
Next, think about the availability of charging stations or gas stations in your area. Access to convenient refueling or charging options is crucial.
Also, factor in the total cost of ownership, including fuel or electricity costs, maintenance, and potential incentives. Doing the math can help you make an informed decision.
Lastly, test drive both types of vehicles to get a feel for their driving experience and determine which one you prefer. As we wrap up, let's share our final thoughts. Julia, what's your takeaway from today's discussion?
Both electric and fuel cars have their advantages and disadvantages. The best choice depends on your personal preferences, driving habits, and priorities. It's important to stay informed about advancements in technology and government policies, as these will continue to shape the automotive landscape.
I agree. The future of transportation is likely to be diverse, with a mix of electric, hybrid, and fuel vehicles. By considering all factors and making informed decisions, we can contribute to a more sustainable and efficient future.
We hope today's discussion has provided valuable insights and helped you better understand the differences between electric and fuel cars.
Thank you for joining us on the English Globe podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more engaging discussions.
And remember, whether you choose an electric car or a fuel car, the most important thing is to find a vehicle that fits your needs and lifestyle.
Until next time, drive safely and stay informed. Goodbye. Goodbye.